Hello everyone, my name is Lexo. This is my final report video for my final project. I've created a document content searching tool using Redis. This project was largely inspired by Google Books search, where you could search through millions of books using a simple query. Um, and in our case, I've created a tool where you could upload PDF files, and our app will extract content from PDF documents and then store them in Redis, and we can query it and get back results very quickly. A quick note on Redis: Redis is a in-memory database, key value. It's a key value store, and it has a relatively rich data structure compared to other key value stores. And one of its biggest selling points is that Redis is very quick. And so here are some of the technologies I've used. We can divide it up into two. We have our backend and front end. On our backend, we have our Node.js, which is our application server. We have Express.js, which is the framework that we're using to build the REST APIs. We have Redis, our database. We have Redis Search, which will be the module that we will use to search through text. And we have other dependencies as well. We have the Express file upload, which will help us in uploading files. We have pdf.js extract, which will extract content from PDFs. We have Redis Search, which is a JavaScript client library, which interfaces with Redis Search. On our front end, we have React.js, which is our front end JS framework. We have Semantic UI and Bootstrap, which will help us in building the UI, and we have other dependencies as well. I'm running Windows 10, and on Windows 10 I'm running VMware, and I'm running CentOS 7 operating system. And for our dataset, I'm using this government data, US government data, which is a bunch of PDF files. It has around 450 PDF files and has a size of 440 megabytes. And here's some overview of the steps. First of all, I installed Redis and Node.js on my CentOS 7 machine. You can download the Node.js and Redis here. Then I installed the Redis Search, a search engine module on top of Redis, and we would need to import this into Redis. Then I downloaded the PDF files from the public repository, and then I created a backend app using Node.js and Express.js that will handle PDF content extraction, search, upload requests, and yeah, the backend application server. This application server interfaces with Redis using client libraries. Then I created the front-end app using React.js that will that users can use to interact with. It could handle search and upload requests from users. This is the overview of the files. It's just PDF files, around 450 PDF files. Yeah, so installation, we need to install Node.js and make sure that it's installed. Version 8 would be preferable because I've used version 8, and you'll also need to install Redis 5.0. Configuration, we just need to load the Redis search module into our Redis, and to do that we just edit redis.conf file and include this load module line and make sure it's in our path. And you don't really need to do this because I've included it in our in the project directory. And setup, we just need to do three things. Number one, we have to start our Redis server, then which will start on the default port. Then we start the Node.js application server by running the command npm install, npm install, which downloads the dependencies. Then you run npm start in the application server folder, and the server will start on port 4001, so make sure that port is not occupied. Then lastly, we just need to go to our web client directory, run npm install, then start it, and it will start on port 3000. So this is what it looks like when you run the Redis server. I'll just go to my virtual machine and go through it one by one. Okay, in my final project directory, I have my application server, the Node.js app. I have green sheet, which is my dataset. I have Redis database, and I have my web client, the React.js app. So first of all, I need to run Redis. I'll just go into this directory, open a terminal, and run Redis server redis.conf. No, okay, Redis. So the server is in the Redis server is initialized. Then I will need to go to my application server. I've already opened it up using Visual Studio Code, and I have a terminal right here. I've already loaded all the dependencies, so I'll just need to run npm start, and it started already. Okay, then I will need to go to my web client. I've opened up that too, and I'll just run npm start here too, and it will start the web client. So the application server, it has app.js file, which is the entry point to our Node.js app, and it sets up Express.js, file upload, everything. It initializes everything, and our document routes are included in our routes directory. We just opened that in documents.js. We have around 3 REST API routes, so I'll go through it one by one. First of all, we need to initialize our client, or we need to connect to our Redis server, which is what this does, the Redis client library. And after it's connected, we send a command. We request an info regarding documents index. So if documents index is not created, we create one. If it's already created, we just leave it. So that's what this does. And the create command, this is the create command, and in our document index file we create a sort of hash set, and we have title, which is a text, author, text, which is a text as well, and we have page number, which is numeric and sortable, and we have our body. So this is what the schema looks like, and it's pretty simple. So we have a get route here. I'll just go back to my slides. No. Okay, in the document.js file we have a Redis server, which is initializing document, and document index is created, and it will be created if it doesn't exist. And we have our schema like I showed you, and we have 3 APIs or routes. We have localhost 4001/documents, which will fetch all documents in our database, and it will be using this pattern to get using this key matching pattern, and Next we have document slash search, and we have request parameter here, and this route searches the document index for the search term. And we have a post route which will upload our file and extract the content and store it in our Redis database. So I'll go back here and show you the code. So yeah, for our get route we have PDF. It would fetch all the keys, and we have to loop through each key and get the set. The reason I have to do this is because unfortunately I can't query by value like I'm used to with relational databases. I have to use the keys, so that's I found that to be unfortunate. And next we have the search route. We pass the search term to our client library, and it will get back IDs, and we have to loop through the IDs and get the results back, and it will send the results. And we have upload here. We can upload multiple files, which is what I've done, and right here we extract the PDF file, and it will give us the title, the author, and the page of the document, and we store it using this command, this client library, and then we so we need to add it to our Redis search module, which is what this is, ft.add. So we have two separate commands here and here. We use this to get the list of documents I have in my database, and we use this for searching basically. So we include the document ID, which is the author, title, and page number, then which would be unique. So we replace it. If it's a duplicate file, it will replace the document. Then we set the title, author, and page number, and body. These are our three routes. So this is basically it with the back end. On our front end, we have a React.js framework. I'll just go to my reducers and show you where I'm querying the documents. This is for example a route that will be calling this route localhost 4001/documents/search, and it will search for our search term and get back a result. And in my library we have a route that will look for all documents, and we have upload file, which we'll use to upload files. So I'll just quickly go to my web client and show you my app. My virtual machine is kind of slow. So this is my app. I have two sections. I have search and my library. Here I have a simple interface where I could type I could put my query here and then search, and I have my library where it will list all my files, which is a lot, and we could add additional PDF files here as well. So I could search anything here. For example, I'll just type programming. I may not have. Yeah, we get a bunch of data very quickly, but it should be highlighting it. For some reason it's not. Federal. Well, I'll just clear my data. Federal search. Yeah, so we get results back, and it will highlight the individual words, and in the results we get the PDF file, we get the page number and the author of the PDF document where our phrase appears. So yeah, it's very quick. I was actually very surprised by it. So treasury, yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type something that I know wouldn't exist in my database. I'm going to type TensorFlow, search. There's nothing, I get no result. So I have my lecture notes somewhere here. Yeah, lectures. In lecture 13 I have a TensorFlow, a document that would include the word TensorFlow. So I'm going to upload this document. I'm going to go to my library, choose file, go to lecture, lecture 13, open and upload. So yeah, it would upload it. There is no confirmation, couldn't find time for that. I'll just type TensorFlow here, search. So I get the data. We have the lecture file on page 88, author, our professor. So yeah, this is pretty much it. So I was very impressed by the speed with which Redis returns our results. I'm showing you this, yeah, in my library. So yeah, I was impressed by the speed. Definitely something I would consider in production environments. But one drawback I would say is queuing. I mean, it's a key value store. I work with a relational database regularly, and I'm used to putting queries like find users by first name or something like that, but that's not really possible with key value store. But nevertheless, I'm very impressed by its speed and simplicity. It's very simple to use, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much.